Even if your apology is genuine, why do you have to drop it right before your new EP?
Ever since the day that you went away, you went away.
Hi everyone, my name is Andra and I make mostly commentary videos. Today's culprit is gonna be Gabbie Hanna. I've never talked about her and I kind of said that I never will, but I feel like it goes with everything that I've been saying about abusive people and survivors of rape, because Gabbie Hanna has decided last night to drop a video in which she's addressing, amongst other people, Jessi Smiles. So for those of you who don't know, Gabbie Hanna and Jessi have been friends before, and Jessi's ex-boyfriend has sexually assaulted her and she had a whole legal trial against him, and Gabbie Hanna has been accused of defending him publicly, even though I don't think that's what actually happened, but I still do think that Gabbie is partially to blame for what happened. So they had a falling out, and then people have found tweets that resurfaced, as tweets do, about Gabbie Hanna trying to collab with Jessi Smiles' rapist, so that was not great. But yeah, she dropped this video last night in which she addressed Jessi, Trisha Paytas, some guy named Alx James, and Beyonce. Like, that was very weird. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it, mostly about Jessi, because as I said, I feel like I have to talk about her even though I said I won't, just because I'm a survivor and this is very important to me to give voices to other survivors. So I'm gonna be using my notes to explain what I've heard about this, but I don't want to use clips from her actual video because I don't know if she's one of them people who copyright strikes people who use her clips even a little bit, but as my channel is very small, I don't want to risk anything like that. If you want to watch the video, it's like 40 something minutes, so it's very tedious and very long, so I don't know, it's up to you. But yeah, I've watched the whole thing last night and a lot of it was just filler. It could have been 20 minutes in total or even less, but she goes on and on about relevant things. But yeah, I just want to add that saying that I don't want to use the clips because I'm afraid of being copyright striked is not me accusing her of copyright striking other people. It's just because from what I've seen from other commentary or drama channels talking about her, she seems like the kind of person who doesn't take criticism well. So I actually don't know if she does this, if she copyright strikes people or not. So just so you know, this is not an accusation. So the first thing that I wrote down is that I think even though her apology may be genuine to Jessi, I still feel like it's too late, and the timing of it, she thinks that Jessi dropped her video in which she only briefly addresses Gabbie Hanna because she was asked, it was like a Q&A. She thinks that that video was Jessi's attempt at sabotaging her EP launch, which obviously I don't think that was right. I think Jessi probably gets questions about that all the time, and she just so happened to do the Q&A and that question was included, and she thought, okay, if I answer this, maybe I can put this issue to rest. So I feel like even if her apology may be genuine and from the heart, and that she still said that she misses Jessi like an ex-boyfriend, which like it's gonna happen if you have a falling out with a friend and it's nasty. You're gonna miss them in a similar manner to how you would miss an ex. So yeah, I do believe that she cares about Jessi, or at least cared at some point, but that doesn't negate the fact that their friendship was toxic. They were both very toxic for each other. So I think my personal issue is with her releasing this video right as her EP is coming out, with receipts included, some of which are valid, some of which I don't really understand the relevance of showing your old text to Jessi. Like, you could have shown us a fraction of that to prove that you're fine with one another, but you're showing us a lot of personal stuff about both you and Jessi, and I'm sure you did not ask for her permission since she has you blocked. It's not really fair. And I don't know if you noticed, if you watched this video already before, there's one bit where she's doxing herself. She's like leaking her own address, which I thought if you had actually thought this through, instead of just impulsively trying to do damage control because Jessi has humiliated you or brought your name up or whatever you said, just because you know your EP is coming up and you don't want people to hate on you, I think you should have tried to include fewer texts and filter through them, because you ended up leaking your either previous address or current address, but people are not gonna know. So obviously we are in quarantine, but I feel like in America a lot of people are not actually listening to the social distancing rules and not following them. So I feel like you're exposing your own address, even though you may not live there anymore. Maybe that's why you left it there. That's fine. But people are still gonna go to that address thinking that it's your current address, even if it's the previous one. So I just feel like you should have thought that through a little better. She also says that Jessi should have addressed this issue privately, but you are the one who brought it to one of your underage fans. So why is Jessi supposed to address it with you when you are addressing it with random people? Like, I don't get the double standards and the hypocrisy. You think you have a free pass to do stuff that Jessi is supposed to not do? It's just confusing to me. So one of her receipts that actually was valid and made a lot of sense in this context, but I feel like there's still stuff to address about it, was her proof of the timeline in the tweets, in which she tweeted that guy before Jessi has publicly accused him and before the trial officially started. And that's fine. You addressed him obviously before she pressed charges. Okay, that's valid, but she's supposed to be your best friend. So in my personal life, when this happened to me, I didn't tell details to most people. Most people still to this day don't know exactly what happened, but I did tell them that I had left a very toxic situation. And okay, maybe Jessi is not the type to share something like that, but if she was gonna press charges, I highly doubt that she would have never discussed this to her best friend. So I feel like you would have known if it happened. So I don't understand why Gabbie is using that as an armor, because yeah, the story broke in January or whatever, but you might have known before that, so that doesn't prove that you didn't know. She's also said that she picked up the phone to tell that guy to leave her alone and that she has no obligation to accept his apology and stuff, which I agree with, but in my opinion, you shouldn't have picked up the phone in the first place. I know you said you don't block people, but that's an exception. I feel like your best friend's rapist should be an exception too. I don't block people because I want to give them a chance to explain themselves. Why would you let a person like that explain himself when he pleaded guilty? And the last thing I want to say about Jessi, and then we're going to move on to the other people who were mentioned in this video, is why didn't you try to reach out to her if she blocked you? Like, you're telling me there are no other ways to reach out to someone if you're blocked. Email, mutual friends. You didn't have to reach out to an underage fan and try to make it public. You could have tried to fix it by talking to close friends of both of you. Like, I get that you care about Jessi, and I feel like that part was genuine, but look at Jessi's other friendships. Look at her and Kathleen. I don't know if they are still friends, but in their old videos, you can tell that they're so much healthier together than Gabbie and Jessi ever were. So why not try to reach out to someone like Kathleen and try to, help in this situation? And you could have enlisted the help of other people. I'm not sure if Jessi was friends with Kathleen when this stuff was happening, so don't quote me on that. But I'm sure they had other mutual friends from Vine and stuff that she could have asked for their help if she really cared that much, but obviously no. She just wants to start drama when it's convenient for her. It's the same as what Jaclyn Hill does. Every time she has a product to launch, she makes this long video about how she's being bullied about her weight. Like, okay, I believe that she was, but the fact that she's doing this right before she launches a product, it's such a victim playing in order to get people to feel bad for you and buy your products. Like, that's so fake. It's just a PR stunt and I don't like it, and I feel like Gabbie's doing the same thing. So now on to the Trisha thing. I think I might be one of the few people who actually agree with Gabbie Hanna in this thing. Trisha Paytas has been known to ghost people, so it's no surprise that Gabbie has messaged her so many times and Trisha didn't really care and didn't really respond, because she's done that to other public people, other YouTubers that have spoken up about this. So we've been new. Trisha doesn't seem like a good person. She starts drama with people just to get more views, which again, we've been new. Gabbie offering her friendship was very nice of her. And also, the thing that people have judged Gabbie for is the herpes thing. I don't know how it went, but if it went in a way that Gabbie didn't tell Trisha's boyfriend, listen, Trisha has herpes and now you had sex with her, so you're gonna have it too. If she just told him, I've heard rumors that Trisha might have this, so you might want to check it out just to make sure that you're on the safe side. Like, if she didn't straight up accuse Trisha of having it, and if she was just looking out for her friend, I would have done the same. Because if my friend started dating this guy that I knew has an STD and he's not telling her, I would want her to know, because it's for her own safety, obviously. So if she didn't say it in a way that's accusatory straight away, and if she just said maybe you should talk to Trisha about this, then I think it's excusable. But obviously I don't know the specifics of how Gabbie phrased this thing, because even a slight change of the way you speak, even a slight change of wording can change the meaning of the whole paragraph or sentence. So that's very important. Phrasing is important. And regarding the Alx James guy thing, I don't know who he is. I only know what Gabbie said. But if he was a fan of hers before, then we know that fans sometimes try to get clout. We've seen that with that guy who's like, my boyfriend cheated on me with James Charles. Like, we've seen that he wanted views only. He didn't care about the fact that he might have been cheated on or whatever. It was just about clout. And we know that people want clout on the internet. So I don't understand why that was relevant to bring. And I also don't really understand why the Beyonce thing was relevant, because, okay, you said it in a good way. People may have taken it out of context or taken it in the wrong way. Why not just say it back then? Because this is such a small thing to address. Just put the definition that you put on the screen in the video of what you think saying to someone that they're like an animal means, that it means a compliment. Just put that on Twitter, like retweet it and say that is what I meant. And people would have got off your back like in 5 seconds, because this is not even that big of a deal. The only thing that was so important in this video is the thing with Jessi. And I can understand why you brought up Trisha, because it was happening at the same time. But the other things that you brought up, not relevant. You were in the wrong with Jessi, even if maybe you didn't want to collaborate with that guy. The fact that you brought it up with other people instead of at least mutual friends to try to like sort it out and fix it, it's wrong, and you know that. And the fact that that girl was underage and you were telling her so many details about what happened with Jessi, like, that's horrible. I love Jessi Smiles. She's one of the first YouTubers that I've watched, and it just confuses me why you would think that saying, okay, but his friends didn't rape you, is appropriate. If those people are still friends with him, it means they are supporting a rapist. And if you are friends with his friends who are openly supporting a rapist, it means that through association you are also supporting a rapist. I do not see that. I just want to know what you guys think. So if you want to talk about this, please leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel, as it's 1 month old now and we're getting somewhere slowly but surely, and I'm really excited to bring out new content for you. I try to make it as educational as possible and not turn it into a big drama and not be judgmental. I'm just trying to explain to people the importance of how they speak out and what they say, because as I said, one word can change the meaning of the whole sentence. So I hope that's what you're taking from this. Not that I'm hating on Gabbie. I don't watch her personally, but there are worse people on YouTube and she's not like the main big baddie of YouTube. But I do think that she does enjoy the drama when it's benefiting her, but when it doesn't benefit her, she suddenly says that she hates the drama. So I think she's a bit hypocritical. But yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you like this. Thumbs up this video if you think that this is the right approach to a drama-esque situation. And just let me know if you have any other stories that you'd like me to cover. Thank you so much for watching.
Ever since the day that you